Hello there. This is Paloma from Rock Your Yoga Retreat, and I am here to show you a quick sneak peek into the Retreat Design Map. So the Retreat Design Map is our signature online training where we teach you how to plan, how to promote, and how to lead successful yoga retreats. And we put together this training after many years of planning our own retreats. And what we did was gather all of the lessons learned, all of the knowledge along the way, and we put that into this training so that when we teach this to other people, they get to really avoid all the mistakes we made in the beginning when we plan retreats, and they get to go through the process without the overwhelm and the stress. So when you join the Retreat Design Map, what you get is a step-by-step process. So the Retreat Design Map leads you step by step to planning retreats and how to do this in a way that really makes sense, in a way that is not stressful or overwhelming, but in a way that is really clear and has a clear process, right? So you get to go through the training at your own pace and in the comfort of your own home. So this is a really cool part of the Retreat Design Map. It's an online training and you get to access your material anytime that is the most convenient to you. So if you have to work around your teaching schedule or your home or your family or other commitments, this is the perfect training because you get to access the material whenever you can. So the other part of the Retreat Design Map is that it's an 8-limb planning, marketing, and leading process. So the 8 limbs really correspond to 8 modules, and each module contains really curated information of what you need to know when it comes to planning retreats. And we'll look at that in just a second. You also get to create a system for your retreat business. What we mean with this is that we're not really just teaching you how to plan a one-off retreat. What we do inside the training is really encourage you to think about retreats as a way to grow your business, to really diversify your business and bring in an extra revenue stream, right? So it's a way to think about retreats big picture and incorporating retreats into your business long term. And of course, what you get, which is really important, is you get guidance from people that have been in your shoes before. So instead of trying to figure it all out on your own, stumbling, along the way and trying to figure out what to do, you get the step-by-step process from people that have already done it, learned it, and know exactly what to do. So let's go over the course real quick. So the Retreat Design Map has 8 limbs, just as I told you a minute ago, and the 8 limbs correspond to 8 modules that we teach inside the training. So each module has either 1 or 2 videos, and you can just go through the video, and then each video also has its own worksheets and templates and guides that you can work through the material. So module 1, we call that the why, which is all about your retreat purpose. And honestly, this is one of the most important modules because we really want to dive into the purpose behind leading retreats and your purpose behind leading retreats before we decide on anything else. So this is your guiding compass when it comes to making any decisions throughout your retreat planning process. Module 2 is all about your IRC. Your IRC is your ideal retreat client and figuring out who that is and how to attract that specific student into your retreat. So you want to create retreats not that are like watered down and attract everybody out there, but you want to have a retreat that really speaks to a specific audience. And module 3 is all about creating a unique retreat theme and bringing in your voice, your teaching style, who you uniquely are into your retreat so that it feels super aligned to who you are, right? And module 4 is all about retreat logistics. And that is putting all the pieces of the puzzle together and really figuring out, the food, the accommodations, the travel, the location, and all these things that you need to figure out when it comes to retreat planning. And then module 5 is a big one, which is the budget and pricing. And we have a super cool tool inside this module, and it's called the Retreat Budget and Pricing Formula. And it's actually an Excel spreadsheet tool where you get to plug in the numbers, and it helps you budget out your entire retreat and helps you price your retreat for financial success. It's pretty amazing. Module 6 is all about marketing your retreat, and it's all about understanding what strategies will work for you and how to promote your retreat in a way that feels super authentic and that is not salesy and that really resonates with your students. And module 7 is called your retreat, which means what happens once you get to your retreat. How do you hold space for your students? Do you make sure that they have a wonderful retreat experience? How do you deal with things that come up if someone gets sick or if someone gets injured? And how to really feel confident as a retreat leader as you lead this group into this experience. And Module 8 is called the Evergreen Retreat Strategy. And here's where we look at the big picture of planning retreats. So important. Here's where we really talk about what types of retreats do you want to incorporate into your business. How can this be a part of your regular retreat offer or yoga offerings? And how can this play a big role in your yoga business? So it's super important to understand the big picture of retreats and to really see retreats as a way to bring in that extra revenue stream and to really grow as a teacher and grow your business. So each module contains two really important aspects. The first one is the lesson, right? So the video lesson in this case. And each module contains 1 or 2 video lessons. They are about 45 minutes long, 45 to an hour. And then we have homework packages that correspond to that specific lesson, where you get to take action. So this is so important because the homework package is really where you get to take all the lessons learned, right? Everything that we taught you throughout that specific lesson and make that actionable. Put that into your business and plan your retreat. So the retreat design map is designed to be super actionable. Throughout the entire training, what we do is we encourage you to take action as you go instead of just waiting until the end to go and plan your retreat. And you also get a slide deck you can download for each video lesson so that you can have that and keep that forever. So you may be wondering, how long is the retreat design map? So the retreat design map was designed to be completed in 60 days or 8 weeks, each week corresponding to one module. This gives you plenty of time to really dive into the lesson, the training, and also plenty of time to take action and plan your retreat. So at the end of these 60 days, our goal is that you have a retreat that's ready to go, ready and planned. So we walk you through the process as you're planning your retreat. And then the cool thing is that you don't only access this training for 60 days. We actually give you a membership site of a full year. So you can come back and do this training again or revisit some of the modules that you want to look at or download more material, whatever it is that you need. You have an entire year to access this training. And this entire training is online. It's an online training, 100%. And this just, for us, is one of the best ways to learn because there's no excuses to learning online, right? There's no excuses to learn when you were learning from your computer because you can pull up your computer at any moment and just go through the training. So it's a great way to learn when you are a busy yoga teacher that is teaching a lot of classes, or you have small children at home, or you have several work and life commitments. This is the best way to learn because you get to access that training and it's waiting for you whenever you have the time to do it. And a question we get a lot is, how do I get results? And honestly, that is why we designed the training the way we did. We designed it with the idea that we want you to implement as you go. So one of the crucial aspects of this training is that as you learn, as you go through the learning lessons, we want you to implement what you're learning when it's fresh in your mind. So it's designed that way, and we hope that you take that action. And ultimately, it is up to you to really take action and to really make this training something that will grow your business and something that will really make a difference in your business. And what you will walk away with when you're done with the training is you're going to feel amazingly comfortable leading retreats. So you're going to feel confident, comfortable as a retreat leader. You're going to know exactly what it takes to plan a retreat from the very beginning, from the idea in your head to actually materializing that idea and making it happen. And we give you the entire process and just enough information so that you know what to do, what to focus on, and you're not stumbling along the way and trying to figure out which way to go. So this is a step-by-step course, and you get to just go through it like step by step, and you get to understand in each step what it is that you need to do in a way that feels not overwhelming and not stressful. And you also get Yoga Alliance hours for completing the retreat design map, which is really cool. So I'm going to show you 2 highlights that we have for the course. The first one being this 60-day retreat planner, which is a planner we designed specifically for this retreat, where we for this training, not retreat, where we lay out all the tasks week by week that you need to do to complete this training and to plan your retreat. So you can open up your planner, and let's say you're in week 2, that corresponds to module 2, and it lays out all the tasks, and you can just check them off, or you can make notes and do whatever you want with it. So it's a great way to stay organized when it comes to going through this training and planning your retreat. And then the course highlight number 2, which I've mentioned before, is our budget and pricing tool. This is a big one because we took a long time in creating this specific tool. It's an Excel spreadsheet tool where we literally just created it so that you can plug in your expenses, and it will give you the cost of your retreat per student. It will give you suggestions on how you should price your retreat, and you can put in different numbers for 10 students, 12 students, 15 students, and so you can see all the scenarios when it comes to budgeting your retreat and pricing, obviously, which is so important. Okay, I want to thank you so much for going through this sneak peek training with me, or sneak peek video with me. And if I really hope you join the Retreat Design Map, and if you have any questions whatsoever, please reach out, and I hope to see you around. Namaste.